It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Second down and 8. On the option, they give it to Henry. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Off the play fake, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Jackson out of the pistol. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The motion man here is McClure. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Over the middle. He's got McClure.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commanders first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Robinson. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. And in motion is Brown. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Another run here for Robinson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 1. It's 7-6. So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Second down, Jackson. Here's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Still going inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Daniels to throw on second down. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Now it is 1st and goal. Throwing again, Daniel. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders are in the lead by the score 13-7. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Hardy now with the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Deron Payne there for the stop. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In these situations, Mike, you really just have 2 options. You can either try to force the issue and push the ball downfield, looking to get past the sticks, or the second option, which you saw here, try to catch the defense in pass mode, sneak a draw. In this case, they're ready for it. No gain, 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Throwing now, Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. This is Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third and long for Jackson. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Jackson now on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Third and short, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Commanders' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They don't want a repeat of first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. These two teams making their way back out of their locker rooms, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Daniels now on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Daniels gonna throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the air again is Daniels. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He finds the veteran Ertz. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Man in motion is Brown. They'll throw with Daniels. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Henry. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, and it'll go down as a loss of 2.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Raven 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. Second and 7. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback scrambling and maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. The tight end Ertz in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. 14 yards on the pickup there.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's Robinson. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3. But a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Pistol formation with Jackson. To the tight end, likely. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jackson. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Jackson up top again. Throw on the run is complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
A point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens back within 10. It's now 24-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Pass downfield is caught by Brown. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On the give, it's Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack it.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown Washington. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Hardy now with the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
3rd and short, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Extra point try now for Tucker. It's up and good. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Another run here for Robinson. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. They'll go again with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Running here with Robinson. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA